This is Angie McCoy with my Career Lifeline. Dr. Mullen, spring 2015, due date January 26, 2015. I kind of went with the theme from Love Actually because that's one of my favorite movies, except I will do a little bit of talking. I feel like having done this activity really led me on the path to counselor ed. I'm sorry it took to the age of 42 to realize what I wanted to do with my life, but as they say, better late than never. In the 90s, I guess 1988 and on, babysitting. This job required the use of counseling skills I didn't even know existed. Why did you hit your brother? Why won't you eat? How are you going to explain this to your parents? What is your problem? Help me, help you. When you're babysitting, and obviously you know kids have temper tantrums, and when you're young and your teenage years yourself, you do use skills that you would need to be a mom, future mom in my case. And so I believe the babysitting job prepared me for motherhood first and then counseling later. 1990s, I would say 1990 through 1992, lifeguard at the community pool. Working with the public, often when nobody was in the pool or when it was parents' swim, the kids would all gather around the lifeguard and tell the lifeguard their problems and issues. And when it was a slow day, the parents would come down by the pool and talk to the lifeguard. So working with the kids in the public, active listening, patience, self-reflection, self-control, enforcer of rules, compassionate listener, friend, keeper of public safety and awareness, first aid technician, expounded upon future counseling skills and future profession. I graduated from ECU in 1994 in December and began my quest as a kindergarten teacher. Undergrad, obviously, I went to school to be a teacher. As a teacher, you are a friend, counselor, nurse, helper, secretary, and CEO of your room. Again, I employed active listening, nurturing, grading, showing concern, showing empathy, and showing empathy to all was a definite precursor to my desired field of counseling, although I did not know it. I quit teaching kindergarten when my oldest son was 18 months because my home life was suffering because of giving so much of myself being a kindergarten teacher. I worked in Wilson, 30 minutes away, and teachers give a lot of themselves and a lot of their time, and there's a lot of after school. You love what you do, but when I had a family of my own, I began to see that I needed to make some changes. From 2002 to 2013, I was a stay-at-home mom. As my sign says, need I say more? I homeschooled 2 boys, 2 very active boys. I required counseling. Just kidding. I needed it but didn't get it. When you are a mother, you do employ a lot of the techniques that we are learning about in counseling. When you are a teacher, you employ the techniques. You might not associate teaching and being a mom with being a counselor, but they are very, very similar. In 2013 to the present, I am a master's candidate in the counselor education program at ECU. I am also doing my internship at the Career Center, making the switch from school counseling. And as my sign says, from babysitting to my current internship at ECU, I feel my ship has always been steered towards counseling. I love nurturing and helping others. I love people and getting to the bottom of what makes them tick. Career counseling is making me very happy. I love my job. So this is a very critical time. I'm 43 and I'm finally passionate about what I'm doing for a living. I like going to work every day. I love the counselor ed program at ECU. But I do think this was such a valid activity to have people do, because it does make you think about the lifelong learning topic And when you go back and do the timeline and realize all of the changes that I went through over my life, seems like my ship did seem to steer towards counseling, even though I might not have known that is where I was headed. But I am enjoying the counseling field now, and I'm happier than ever. I just wish I had started it a lot earlier. It would have been a lot easier on me, but I did not. So this was my lifeline up to this point. If I had to do this again in, say, a year or two, hopefully I would be a holder of a master's degree, maybe in a PhD program. I have ambitions of getting a PhD when I finish the counselor ed program. So I will definitely keep this in my repertoire and refer back to it and think about the good old days and my lifelong learning and where it is taking me, hopefully at the end of a PhD program. Thank you for your time and attention, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed week. Angie McCoy.